What's happening? My name is Blake Harrison. This is the Music City Mindset. Music City Mindset is streaming on all platforms everywhere. We are under the NFM network, and we are very grateful for that and for all the opportunities that has provided for us. And this episode is brought to you by Ounce of Hope, a company that has been dedicated to making medicinal type THC accessible to everyone, to ease their life and use it however you would like to use those particular type products. I enjoy them, let's say at the movies, watching Avatar. Great time. Thank you, Ounce of Hope. Thank you for being a part of the Music City Mindset family. Go ahead and grab you some Ounce of Hope. Go ahead and grab 16 of these, make that a full bow of hope. And I am grateful for this show today. We have an incredible show that'll make you feel like you're touching the stars in the moonlight, but we'll get to that in a little bit. I am not alone here today. With me in the other seat, best friend of 30 years. He's had pieces of art featured all over the world. Still one of the best freestyle rappers I have ever met. Evan Butler, welcome to the show.
What's happening, man?
Evan, the question I'm bringing to you is actually something that I had a conversation with a client earlier today. Opinions versus beliefs. I had someone expressing that someone's beliefs about them hurt their feelings because it's not true. But this has turned into a belief because it bugs them because the information given is not accurate. So they have formed a belief about him that is inaccurate, and he wants everyone to know the truth. But when he described a belief of something that's based on inaccurate information, then it felt like it fit my description for someone who has an opinion. So we were kind of talking through this and figuring out how to not give someone power over you, to change how you navigate the space, to change how you feel about yourself. And the examples were like, an opinion would be, I think this wall should be painted black. That's my opinion. But I believe it's white right now. But we can actually factually check that to see what shade of white that is. Right, where an opinion, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And I started really thinking about that through our session and thinking of like, I feel like there's so many people out here that need something to believe in. They need something to make fundamental in their life. And I think there's too many examples where we allow our opinions to become beliefs. Mm. Have you ever really thought about an opinion on something or someone's opinion of you versus someone's belief of you? And have you ever separated that?
I'll tell you what, this changed my life.
Okay.
When I was a young dude, I always give this example. We didn't hit our 5-minute mark, but somebody might pull up in traffic and call me a name, and like I was ready to die by it right then and there. Now you pull up and call me that in traffic, I know I'm not that. So it doesn't, like, just because you say it doesn't make it real. But also, it ain't none of my business what anybody else thinks of me. Now, as a business owner, as a member of the community, I might conduct myself in a way that I hope you think well of me or have nice thoughts. But, like, other than that, like, it's people say renting space in your head rent-free, Yeah. Like, why are you thinking of me that much to form an opinion and belief? Like, especially if I know it ain't true. Because anybody who's went through any kind of court shit, any kind of trial, any kind of anything, people can say anything they want about you. And there's going to be people that you immediately have a result like, damn, if I hear that and believe that, but then you realize, like, then they don't matter. Because, like, they obviously don't know me if they believe that. And if you don't know me well enough to know that ain't the truth, you don't have any bearing on my life. And so I think we think too much about what other people think about us. Like, somebody might be cool and somebody come up, we've had this happen several times. Somebody come up and be like, hey, you was talking about me. Hey, you was blah, blah, blah. It's like, you cool and all, but you're not the topic of my conversations. It just is what it is. So I think just don't care. Like, it's none of my business what they think of me.
Right. And I think the point of the conversation was that, like, if someone has an opinion that's not factually based, it's just how you feel. That's one thing. Feel however you want. You entitle your own opinion. You don't like me for whatever your own personal reasons is. But does it feel any different about how you feel about it? Is if that person has gone out of their way, like, brought in information by asking around to people, and then, now if we're getting technical about the definitions, now changed their opinion of you into a belief because they have, like, things that they have back it up.
Yeah.
Does that change how you view someone's thoughts on you?
Man, to be honest, no. Because even when it becomes a belief, like, there's just so much into that. Like, maybe it is true. A lot of times when somebody comes up with that much, like, they put that much effort into, like, forming this opinion. First of all, first impressions are a mother.
Yeah.
So that could throw that whole thing sideways. But, like, when you've put that much effort into building this opinion, asking people this and that, and it becomes a belief, like, it just goes back to that. Like, only way I can change it is by being me, and you eventually see. You eventually know that, like, that ain't true.
I think the defense for it is being consistently yourself all the time. So there's not contradictions. But I think in our society, whether we're talking about things you see on social media, political things, things like that, I could watch one thing and have an opinion about it, but someone else could watch it, see something completely different than me, and feel like form a fundamental belief on something. And I feel like, not that I'm trying to go political here, but I feel like people are craving for substance, craving for things to mean something, to be important. They want things we all need things to be important in our life. But, like, then we can take things that aren't true or could be viewed a couple different ways, or things that we don't know the whole story about, and make it very fundamental, make it more serious than it needs to be, right? You see what I'm saying? And, like, but if you take that concept, if that made it click a little bit more in the opinion versus belief, then circling it back around of, like, how someone has a belief versus opinion about you. But I do think that the whole thing is just being consistent, because you can say a lot of things about me, and some of the things, just like you'd see on social media, there's going to be truth to what you hear about me that you might not like about me. But I've tried to be so consistently me that it's hard to say something different from what everyone else knows.
What did Dad used to tell us? He'd say, like, believe.
Go outside, dumbass.
He'd say, leave me the hell alone. He'd say, believe 10% of what you see, believe, 5% of what you hear, because he said, he always gave the example of, like, the tabloids, which we grew up in the internet era. So anybody our age, older, ought to know that everything you see on the internet ain't real.
It's basically tabloids now.
But, like, there was an alcoholic that had gotten sober, and tabloid goes out there and he's got a brand new Ferrari, and they sit a half drink a bottle of liquor on it, and when he walks out there, he's pissed. He's like, hey, set this on my paint, and there's a picture on the front of the tabloids, him like, and it's like crazy drunk. And it's like, it's all perception. Somebody could see you do something and think it's something, and it's not, or hear you say something and they have no back context, no nothing. Stop watching the news. Everybody.
Yeah. So if you heard someone saying, like, I don't care what someone's opinion of me is, but there's these people that are having to be in our lives and our ecosystems, and they have this belief on me, and this belief is inaccurate, what would your advice to that person be? To how to like move forward and not have someone have that much power?
Just like we was talking about, just stay true to your morals, and they're going to see eventually. They're going to either like you or not like you, or see that they're wrong, or you end up not caring, or they end up, things come together. We've seen it so many times. Like when you have big personalities, people clash and stuff, sometimes for no reason. Sometimes people are on guard, had a rough day. You never know what's going through somebody's mind. I mean, I've had people make assumptions about me recently that, like, it's like, damn, if I just walked up on that conversation, this or that, I probably think that too. But, like, you don't know me at all. So, it's always going to happen to everybody.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I can go to that person and give advice to that one person. I can't go to the entire society and be like, hey, before you start forming beliefs on people, take a second. Mm-hmm. Express some empathy, maybe. Get more knowledge before you go off and to make somebody feel some kind of way. I can't do that, but I can empower that one person.
Pray for people. Shit. Yeah. Stop hating. Congratulate. That's what we need more of.
Yeah. Well, let's get into some of that, and let's congratulate our guest here. We have somebody here that's from the city that King Von put on the map. Figured that out. Some things we're going to get into. I mean, this is a very interesting dude. This should be a great conversation. You're talking about doing 100 on the highway with a flat, getting pulled out of a burning car by Method Man. Creator of a very unique sound, rock and B. So he's talking about staying true to himself, of what's in here, no matter what anyone has said, and I'm sure people have had their opinions on your sound. But staying true to what is unique is an opinion that I'm looking into going through. Got to see this man showcased at the Spin That Street Flavor Showcase. Welcome to the show, Tony Carpenter.
Yeah. The first artist to put his music on Spin That.
Yeah. The first. Yeah. Man. All right. So where are you from again?
Originally, I'm from Kankakee, Illinois.
Kankakee.
Yeah.
Shout out King Von, R.I.P.
Yeah. In his short time, he put them on the
right. Right.
What,
he did a lot in the short time too.
He did. What was it like growing up there?
So I grew up all around, but as far as growing up there, I don't know, man. It was crazy. It was hood as hell. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't really no significance that I got from being from there. Besides, that's where my family is. That's where my roots are. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no place like home. But I went to high school in Indianapolis, Indiana. Mm-hmm. Then I moved to Los Angeles and I came to Nashville. So I really say I grew up everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing that I like about where I'm from, the unique thing is like the food, and I feel like we got a unique sound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like people like my sound or what I do or what I did, should I say, before. Now my sound's a little different. But I tell them you can go back to where I'm from and find 100 other me's with the same sound that could sing, that could rap, whatever,
Yeah.
But it's like I was fortunate enough to at least make it thus far. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only difference. But I just like the fact that that's, you know what I'm saying, the home turf. That
Why do you think people from that small town, what'd you say, 45 minutes south of Chicago, what is it about y'all there at that location that makes it have a unique sound?
Man, I think when you're from like a place where it's nothing there, you know what I'm saying, and, it's a lot of violence and whatnot, not a lot of opportunities. It forces you to be in a situation where it's like you find another outlet. You know what I'm saying? It's like a combustion. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, and the music that comes out is what explodes after all the stuff has been balled up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a bunch of people being in a situation where it ain't nothing there. You know what I'm saying? It forces them to somehow that just comes out beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's beauty that comes from like just a place of destruction, like the roads they grew from concrete.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. So it sounds like it's a little rural there, but hood.
Yep, exactly. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, we grew up somewhere similar to that, but the opposite.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it goes back to what I said, like, recently, that even if you're from the hood, when you're from the South and you're outside of Chicago, you still country.
Yeah. Nah, I'm country. Yeah. They tried to say I wasn't. Like, somebody says, like, man, you ain't country. I'm like, I'm from the sticks. Like, it's a little small-ass country-ass town. You see houses and shit in the hood, you go so far, motherfucker, was straight cornfields. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, what you was just talking about, is like, I can't even argue with, like, whatever. I ain't country, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just, whatever you think I am, that's what I am. I know what I am. I can't argue with you because you formulate an opinion and you going to only go by that. It don't matter what I said.
Yeah.
But I like what you said because I do try to be consistent with who I am by just being me. And so, yeah, when certain people try to come in and say stuff, I got to know people like, nah, I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying?
So how did you go from basically right outside Chicago to Indiana, then to Cali? That seemed like just like a whole lot.
So my mother moved, well, first it was Terre Haute, Indiana. She moved there. I moved with her. I was bad in the motherfucker. So
I can get that.
I got sent back to live with my father. Then she moved to Indianapolis. And I ended up moving with her. So I was like back and forth a lot, moving with her. And then I got sent to military school for like a year and a half. I got kicked out of there.
That's almost impressive.
And ended up back in Indianapolis because I was in Knightstown, Indiana, at the military school, which is like in the middle of nowhere country, creepy country because the school been there like forever. So, you hear ghost stories, see weird stuff, but yeah, so that's how I ended up in Indianapolis. My mama, she moved there, and man, then I went to L.A. because I was doing music in Indianapolis, and my boy mama was like, man, you funny. Why don't you try doing comedy? Maybe that can get you there because ain't nothing going to happen with music here. So I tried stand-up, and it worked, and it got me to L.A. And then I came here to visit, and I met a chick, and you know how it go. I went broke, and ended up stuck. And so,
them Nashville girls will get you.
I got back into music, and shit, now here I am.
Hell yeah. Well, that's a wrap.
Yep. And that's Tony Carpenter. No, I mean, obviously, I feel like, at least at this point, the most iconic part about you is your unique sound. So I really want to, really talk about that because, I mean, at this point, it seems like that's who you are. That's that, where you grew up. That's your foundation. That's what seems like tie you back to what your roots are.
Yeah.
So that deep down has to be important to you, of that sound and staying true to yourself, like we've been talking about this whole time so far. But within the music industry, they definitely want you to find a lane and kind of define yourself into that. And we were talking to Big V of Nappy Roots, and he's talking about how it was kind of frustrating because he wasn't country. He was too hip hop for country and too country for hip hop.
Yeah.
So, but and they went on Grammy nominations and things like that. There's obviously pros and cons of paving your own way.
Yeah.
But how do you merge your sound, in your opinion? How is that created? I know you said that you can find other people who grew up around you that kind of all influenced by the similar things as you, but actually putting the definition to it, your elevator pitch to a publishing company, what is your sound? What do you do to merge that to create your lane?
I mean, as far as that goes, man, I've jumped in every genre of music, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm the type of person, I make music based off of the vibration I'm feeling at the time. I made my first country song I still haven't put out yet called 2 Days. I was in the shower and I was mad at my chick and I came up with the song, and the song came out country, and that's what it was. And then I was already doing R&B. I've done hip hop, so how I merged everything was like, I feel like some people get into certain lanes or certain genres of music because they're just trying to fit in, or because this is working. And so I feel like what I did was like, I got into other genres because that's where I had advanced to. You know what I'm saying? I feel like as an artist and sonically, if you got certain talents, eventually, whatever you're making, eventually, you're going to hear something, it's going to strike something, and you're going to push into something else. So it's either I just went and just did country, you know what I'm saying, or I just blend everything together. Because I feel like if I blend everything together, it's like, what's his name, Thanos with the rings, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I created Rock and B. So I didn't want to just do R&B. I didn't want to just do hip hop. I didn't want to just do country. So I just put everything together. So all the sounds that I have that I've created in those genres, I blend. When I make the song, I blend everything. So whatever comes out, I'm going to put it in there, and it's all going to come out. So it's like now I'm not starving one while I'm feeding the other. You know what I'm saying? Because the worst thing we could do, I feel like, as an artist is you eliminate one sound because this is working. And now you like feel like empty, like, dang, I want to do this so bad. Or like, let's say I want to rap, but I'm over here singing, and I'm like, man, if I put a rap on this, it'll sound way better. You know what I'm saying? It's like, for me, it's like, nah, I'm going to put the rap on there too. So that way I'm not losing or you know what I'm saying, I'm not feeding something, because if I don't feed it, like I said, I'm gonna feel empty. So
I love that,
that makes sense.
We're in such a copycat era.
Yeah.
You know, everybody starts sounding like Migos. Yeah. Everybody start doing this country. Everybody, you know, and it's refreshing to see somebody do it in their own way. You know, do you think the industry's ready?
Yeah. Do I think the industry's ready? Man, honestly, I don't know, but I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I said this. Buck told me something when I used to do Sky Deck on Broadway. This cat named Young Grace put the shows on every Thursday. And so I met him, and then I went up there one day for Whiskey Gin. He was there. We ended up having a long conversation. And he told me, he said, man, everything for the industry works in a cycle. And speaking of Migos, he was like, you had your Soulja Boys, then you had your Migos, then you had your Contra, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, and it goes around and around. He's like, so you got your own sound. Keep doing what you're doing. Eventually, it's going to come around to you. But don't worry about this label, that label, or these shows, you know what I'm saying? Most of the time, the people already know about you, which I found that out. A lot of more people knew about me than what I thought. But it's like, dang, since you know about me, I'm good. Come, you know, let me get an olive branch, but it don't work like that. So the way I look at it is, even if the industry ain't ready, I'm here, and eventually I feel like my sound will be what's it. You know what I'm saying? So I want to look up and see a bunch of Tony Carpenter babies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, not doing exactly what I'm doing, but blending, and not afraid to blend, because this is the direction everybody else going in. So just more people being themselves. Like what you said about what was a Big V from Nappy Roots. I didn't know that, but that makes sense now that I'm thinking about it.
Is it not crazy to sit and talk to Buck? Because, like, I know for me, it's like an out-of-body experience. Like,
nah, hell yeah.
Crazy.
Even like I stopped by when he first opened up the locker room, I stopped by there and, what's up, T? He was like, damn, what the hell? Oh, shit, T, now it's bad. You remember me? Like,
yeah, I was watching 106 in Park.
Yeah. Like, I remember my uncle was like, listen to this, what you think of this? And it was like, Shawty want to ride with me. I was like, hell yeah, I want to be like this dude. So it was like, living in Nashville, you see people like that, or you meet a Yellow Wolf or just different people, he be like, man, this shit crazy. Or you meet Kid Rock or whoever you meet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know, at the end of the day, one thing I admire about people like Buck or Kid Rock or Yellow Wolf or just different people, different artists that's in this city, is I feel like everybody got their own lane, you know what I'm saying? Or even the judge, everybody got their own lane. I feel like, you know, it might be a table, but for some people, they had to make their own table, and that's me. Like, ain't nobody gave me a seat at the table, so it was like, I eventually was like, you know what, I'm going to make my own table. So I'm going to keep making my noise over here until it gets so loud, you don't hear shit else. You know, but I feel like I done put in a lot of hours, you know what I'm saying? I done been to the bottom, back up, lost money, been ripped off, scammed, everything, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, now it's got to come, you know. So, yeah.
How hard has it been to not have grown up here in Nashville, but find authentic people to put around you that you can trust that won't put you in those kind of situations?
As far as that goes, man, that's real hard. That's real hard because, like, everybody just trying to get it for themselves, or, you know what I'm saying, find a way to come about the next person. Like, I'll be sitting here kicking with these people and think they like, oh, shoot, these my guys, and I'm at a group of cool people, they all support me. But the whole time, they in the background like, shoot, he in this door right here. And for them, that might seem like the world, but for you, it's like, this ain't nothing. And they just waiting for their time to either cut your throat to get through that door or figure out how they can leverage themselves to do something good for you so you can push them through that door. You know what I'm saying? And then once they get what they want, they gone. You know what I'm saying? Or they switch up on you and they become an enemy. You know what I'm saying? It's like that, how you say it's a thin line between love and, it's a thin line between love and envy. Because a lot of times the people that end up loving you the most, or seem like they love you the most, don't be the same people that end up being your biggest hater. And then, especially like being in the industry and having to be around people you know hate you. Like, you got some people you might be around 6 days where you know this dude hates you. But one thing you learn is to find where this person could benefit you, you know what I'm saying, to a certain extent. Like, I'm not a user, but this person is a user, so he want to get in these rooms, I can get him in this room, but he got this dope camera that I can't afford, and he'll shoot the videos for me for a decent price. So forget it. Even though I know he don't really rock with me, I'm going to let him in these rooms so I can at least shoot this footage. Versus when I was younger, it'd be like, man, I'm finna cut dude off. You gone. You know, now I look at it like, okay, it's chess, so bet we're going to play this game. But you got to be willing to play the game, man. It ain't easy.
How much of that did you know before really getting into music? And how much of that have you learned the hard way?
Shoot. Everything I learned the hard way. I didn't know nothing about it. And I one thing I mentioned, I come from a musical family on my mother's side. You know what I'm saying? But did nobody teach me nothing, you know.
What kind of music was that?
So my grandmother and all my greats, they were like a gospel family, traveling, singing family.
Oh, wow.
And my great-grandfather was in a group called the Crusaders. And then they ended up, I think they was gospel or switch. And he was good friends with Ben Crosby.
Oh, wow.
And he took care of all my greats and my great-grandmother after my grandfather died, drugs and alcohol, whatever. He messed up the band or whatever. But and then my great aunt, her name was Francine Reed. She got songs like Willie Nelson, or she was in a group, Loud Love It and the Big Band Swing. I don't know if you ever heard of them, but she was in that group.
What?
Well, I don't know. No, I don't know, but yeah, her name Francine Reed.
Yeah, I mean, you're saying some names I've heard of.
We're from Nashville.
But yeah. So yeah, the lady that was part of that group, that's my great aunt. So
it just fascinates me to hear how many people, just since we've been doing this, have sat on that exact couch and talked about how cutthroat and dangerous this music industry can be. And it just makes me realize, like, how much you have to love making music to know what that industry is and continue to want to stay in it and continue to go.
It's the most ruthless business there is. People think drug trafficking and kingpins is ruthless. The music business is the most cutthroat, shiesty, stab you in the back, steal your shit, take your publishing that ever existed. I don't know why people think it ain't. You know,
man, everything I'm getting chills. I've been getting chills this whole dang on time, man. But nah, what you just said, I had made a post a while ago, and I said the music industry is more treacherous than the streets. I made that post a while, and then you hit it on there, like, man. It's because in the streets, a motherfucker might try to rob you or something for your sack, whatever you got of money. In the music business, a motherfucker will kill you because you sound better than them, and you might be that one thing that keeping them from making it. So like, damn, he gonna be next. I can get rid of him. A motherfucker kill you like for this shit. Like, and this ain't even nothing you could touch. This shit is like.
And the way rappers go missing, or it's like, man, I'm scared to death. Somebody sign me, then kill me for publishing.
Yeah.
You know, you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you're right. That shit real.
we could go down a whole rabbit hole with that shit.
You can't even. The music business is so fucked up. You can't even. Somebody could do me dirty as hell, and I can't even say shit about it because of his position. I might be blackballed or some shit. Like
in the dope game, I'll cut you off. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna know.
And you like, hey, don't fuck with him, dude, man, dude.
Right. When there's a drought and you're the only one, sorry, it's over. Now I can't.
Right.
You know, because I need that motherfucker.
Well, and it also is hard for people, even like us, of like people we know personally, that like you can tell we could probably do some more things together, but they're so jaded by what other people have done to them. They're like, man, why ain't he rocking with me?
Yeah.
It's like I can see that how like resentment can grow within the industry of thinking like, hey, man, me and Tony, cool, man. Why doesn't he hit me up about videos? Why can't you know, like, you know? And then all of a sudden, it can change dynamics. I feel like it's just such a volatile combustion chamber.
Yeah. This shit is. You ain't lying about that, because man, I got people like, what the hell? Damn, I gave you opportunities. I thought you was, hey, yo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak it into existence now. I feel like Nashville, I feel something in the air. I feel like we're becoming the new Bridge Street or the new Atlanta. I feel something in hip hop, and it's always loving hip hop, growing up loving hip hop. And I love the country hip hop. I love just the gangster shit like I grew up on. And, you know, and it's like to love it as much and feel something in the air. It's like you were talking about. It's like, people are like, oh, he's just trying to get off the porch. Like, you know, he's trying, and it's like, man, I just want to be a part of it. I want to be involved in the collaboration, but I know what you mean. It's like he was saying, it's like, damn, man, he shut the door on me. And it's like, we just want
and I think a lot of it too is, and with like in the lane, like, I don't know that you can say that you feel what's happening in hip hop in Nashville right now without some of the boom of country and the crossover from country of, you know, Jelly going country, you know, Struggle kind of rides a fence, you know, with what he can do. You know, Big X Plug doing albums like that. Like,
I mean, shit, if you say that, then hell yeah, Rock and be here, man.
But see, and that's the thing. And that's almost like, it's like when I hear someone who does both, when I hear their like country stuff, like rocking with Strug, all of a sudden it's like, man, hearing his country stuff makes me want to hear more of his rap stuff. And then he puts out some rap stuff, and I hear about some of the country stuff he's working on. Makes me, so it like being able to go back and forth, I think is leading to something of that boom back into hip hop because of what it's leading to, what it leaves us wanting more of. But I want to get back into that. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to hear a word from our commercial sponsors, and we'll be right back here with the Music City Mindset with Tony Carpenter.
Introducing our Berry High Seltzer, the ultimate cannabis-infused experience. Maybe you're trying to cut back on the booze or get some of THC's sweet benefits. Our Berry High Seltzer invites you to savor the experience responsibly. Not only is it delicious, but our seltzers provide a federally legal way to unwind. On the run, baby.
I do 100 on a highway. And we're back here at the Music City Mindset. We are here with the one, the only Tony Carpenter. Tony, I gotta ask. We're not really into like clickbaiting and asking what everybody else asks, but watching some interviews, I gotta ask you about the car wreck.
It's just the wildest.
It's so where were you and where were you headed?
All right, so I had been at I'm gonna go a little deeper into the story without saying too much.
All right.
So I had been at the strip club Deja Vu earlier that night.
Yeah.
And this cat.
You got a song called Deja Vu.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, two different stories, but yeah. But so that's a good idea. I might make a song about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I I had went to this Airbnb with this UFC fighter and all his boys and whatnot. And crazy party. I ain't gonna get into detail, but crazy party, like some shit. Like, I'm Karen, I'm gonna tell y'all some shit.
When was this?
This is 2018, 19,
Okay.
18, I think.
Okay.
18.
I was wondering if it was after we left.
I'm like, we might have been at the same party, dog.
Parties.
Oh, that's why you asked what year it was. And I'm at this party, and it was crazy. And, you know what I'm saying? I leave the party, and a friend of mine, she had came through. She gave me a ride back to my car at Deja Vu. I'm leaving Deja Vu, and I'm checking my finances and everything. Like, hell yeah. I was already behind on my rent because I had been at the strip club. I was turned at this time. I had just got a new crib and shit, single. And, I'm getting on, like, the highway or whatnot, and it was a semi-truck that was speeding up. And I'm, like, counting my money and shit, and I'm looking like, this motherfucker, like, I'm already, like, getting off of the exit. And I'm thinking he ain't gonna do it. I'm driving, next thing you know, all I heard was, boom! And I'm like, what the fuck was that? And I look, and it was like, I seen like I was like floating in the air like in slow motion. So I'm like, oh shit, that was me. Like, that's how fast that shit happened.
Damn.
And all I remember is goddamn it, the boom, everything went black, came back to 2, and like, you know, you have heightened senses when you're in a crazy situation. I literally, boom, everything went black, came back to 2. I watched the glass on my windshield shatter in slow motion, and the shit literally like fucking Final Destination shit literally came at me. I threw my arm up, and so it didn't hit my neck or nothing, luckily, or my face. It just hit my arm. Boom, everything went black again, came back to 2, and goddamn it, motherfucker like, hey. And motherfucker helping me get out the car. I get out the car. I look, I'm like, what the fuck? So God look like Method Man or some shit. Like, that's the only thing I was thinking, like, God damn, this shit is crazy.
Especially because we're talking about checking people, so you're already thinking like this.
Yeah.
Method Man looking at
Or
us.
like,
I died and went to Wu-Tang heaven.
yeah, like, hell yeah, I died with Wu-Tang. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, is this a dream where, like, I died and I'm in a coma or some shit or whatever the fuck? I don't know. Well, not died in the coma, which is what I mean. I'm like,
glad it wasn't ODB that showed
yeah. Oh, yeah, then I would have been a rap. And so I look, and I was like, every day, like, Method Man, he was like, yeah, it's me. I was like, what the fuck you doing here? And then like I'm trying to get my thoughts together, and since I'm like, okay, it's him, I'm alive. I'm like, hey man, I got some good ass music, man. He was like, okay, that's cool. Lean against the car, man. I'm like, but I'm trying to tell you, I can let you hear lean against the car. He's like, man, you blessed, yo. We thought you was dead. And I gotta look out, and it's a bunch of the fucking other members of the Wu-Tang Clan like along the fucking highway. And he was like, man, we thought you was dead.
He all
yo.
bloody. I got a demo.
He was like, oh, God, like, this is my chance.
Car's upside down. He's like, CD player's still working on.
Yeah,
Let me crawl in here and play this. Yeah.
And so one of the members of Wu-Tang, I don't know who it was dark. He was like, hey, yo, we gotta go. He's like, hey, we got a fight to catch, man. You gonna be good, man. That's crazy. They like, where'd he go? He's like, man, he kept driving. The truck driver kept going. And so they hop back in the truck, drive off, and I'm calling chick like, hey, I was just in a wreck or whatever. Now, my bad. I went back to the car and I'm trying to get my damn money before the police come, because I got temp tags on this shit. Long story. And I just grabbed as much money as I could, put it in my pocket, and I called chick like, yo, I was just in a wreck. Next thing you know, I come back down, slow down in front of me. Dude barely could speak English. It ain't no motherfucking words on the side of the cab of the truck or the motherfucking trailer. He's speaking in Spanish to somebody, and he's like, yeah. I was like, man, you hit me, man, what the fuck? And he was like, no, you drove us. I said, no, you hit me. But my only witness to the goddamn accident was the Wu-Tang Clan. They gone because they had a fight to catch. So ain't nobody out there.
The cops ain't believing that.
Yeah. No. Like, who the fuck gonna believe this story?
They're gonna put you in the hospital for a head injury.
Okay.
We got a guy that says Wu-Tang Clan pulled him out of the car.
Right.
So he's not doing all right.
Yeah.
So now I start thinking like, and he looking and he talking to somebody. He keep looking at the truck and he talking in Spanish, and I'm like half dead. I'm like, this motherfucker might try to put me in the back of the truck. Ain't nobody else out there. It's pitch black. And I'm looking at the truck like, where the words and shit at? I don't remember seeing no plates or nothing. I'm like, this motherfucker might be transporting motherfuckers or something.
Yeah.
So while he talking, and he talking to somebody, I take off walking up the fucking ramp. And I'm walking and shit. I turn around, he's saying something, he's yelling and shit. And then he jumped in the truck and drove off. And so then I called my friend. She eventually came pick me up. And like I know I had a concussion. I never went to the hospital, but my arm was just like bloody in a motherfucker. And she took me to the crib. And the craziest part I never tell about this story is, once again, some Final Destination shit. I feel like God was trying to tell me some shit. The very next day, I was going over my ex house, and I had brought my mom's car at the time, and I'm driving down Union Antioch, and as I'm driving, I'm in this lane, this car's coming in the left lane, I see a car speeding down. I'm like, this motherfucker gonna run the stop sign? I don't know why. I'm like, what if this motherfucker just running the stop sign and running me or some shit? So I was like, fuck it. So I ran a stop sign on my side of the street, and as soon as I ran a stop sign, he went to the left and smashed into the car. I swear to God, I can't make this up. This the next day. So actually later that day, because that's like 3 in the morning. So this is like 10 that next morning, like 10:30 in the morning.
Damn.
So like I'm like, man, maybe I was supposed to be out of here. Like, what the hell? So I was like, and yeah, but shit. After that, I changed up my life somewhat for a little bit.
Have you ever spoke to Meth about that or reached out?
Man, I messaged him. I can show y'all the message. I messaged him because he was like, man, just message me on Instagram. It was like, you got millions of motherfuckers. It was like, you ain't gonna. So the message still there unopened. But what he did do was this last interview I did, he commented and was like, yeah, this really happened. And that's it. But,
You couldn't make that up.
Yeah, nah, hell nah.
Well, especially in today's world, it would be like, it'd be real easy to.
Yeah, to figure out.
Yeah.
But I pinned the comment under my shit, but nah, he ain't ever like.
Be like, Meth, are you dead? Am I dead? Right. I didn't know you died.
Right.
COVID was a motherfucker.
That shit was crazy than a motherfucker, man. Like,
Man.
hell yeah.
I just.
And the car, bro, the craziest part about it, when he kept saying we thought you was dead, when I went back and seen the car, like, later that day, that shit was, like, flattened. So it's like I went under the underpass, and I guess the car went up, smashed, came back down. I can't figure out, like, because my seat was up. I ain't never told my seat lean, so, like, how I wasn't crushed. And I know it was God, but if you look at the car, I definitely shouldn't have got out. It was smashed. Like, I don't know, what I'm saying?
There.
But, yeah, I was mad as hell, too, because I had just bought that car from my uncle, ex-girlfriend for like $500.
Better call Bar Durham.
Man, yeah. I think, though, to this day, too, if I was staying on the side of that highway, I probably wouldn't be sitting right here right now. Like, yeah.
It's still so crazy that, like, I'm guessing the car behind you happened to be Wu-Tang?
Yeah. So they was driving. I'm guessing they was behind a truck or something, yeah. And
that's the crazy thing about Nashville. You never know, like,
you'll never know.
You think about, like, going to, like, the bars, the restaurants, the performances, like, it's Nashville. You're going to see people. You're going to see famous people out and about and things like that. And that's kind of culture of our city that we see them, don't really bother them, nothing. You don't think about the fact of, like, how did they get there? Did they drive themselves? Do they have a driver?
Yeah.
Like, at any given point, if you're sitting in rush hour traffic, like, there might be a superstar
Probably is.
around you at any given point. That's kind of crazy to think about.
I met somebody, I won't say on the camera, I met somebody at a small little bar playing Jenga. Somebody that's famous. And he was with security. I'm like, man, you look like such and such. He's like, really, I do? But it was really him.
Yeah.
I was like, this motherfucker is crazy as hell. I don't know if he just acting in a show or he really like. Some people, I think, my grandma used to say that person play that role so well, they really like that.
Well, I mean, people thought he was Zach Brown for a long time.
Yeah.
For real, like chasing down autographs and stuff till he ended up just signing.
Yeah.
Didn't say Zach Brown when he signed it. But
No, I made sure I didn't put, like, his name on it, that I just signed my name because I didn't want to get in trouble with anything. But I don't know if I've said this on here, but there are a lot of people out there that have a lot of things that are probably framed on their wall thinking that they got it signed by Zach Brown, that it ain't Zach Brown. It was just cold and I was wearing a hoodie or a beanie.
That's the thing about growing up in Nashville. You used to see George Jones or Garth Brooks or Waylon Jennings out, but everybody gave them their space. And it wasn't like it was like any fandom about it. It was just like, that's George or that's Mr. Jennings or whatever. And now it's still crazy to me. I met Eric Clapton at the damn Kroger self-checkout.
Yeah.
He's right next to me.
That's crazy.
And nobody else knew who he was.
Yeah.
Because everybody else was way younger than us. Yeah. And I say us, we're older than you. But because my uncle didn't introduce me to G-Unit. I'm the same. I probably had that same flannel that you were talking about earlier. Now that I think about it. But yeah, it's wild. It's just the Rizzles over there. We gotta go. You know, I've been like, take me with you. Yeah. You know.
Yeah. Can I go with y'all?
I'll buy my own ticket. I got money right here.
So that leads me to ask, because I hear people talking about like the new Nashville, the growth that Nashville is happening, things that are happening on zoning meetings and things that are just happening in the city that are, people are getting frustrated because that soul of the aura and the history of Nashville isn't there. Everything's gone, you know, LA, New York, boutiques, and that people have the opinion, not belief, that Nashville has kind of lost its culture, its identity, its soul, that we just kind of sold out to be a bigger city. Coming from where you come from and your perspective and what you're trying to do in music, do you agree with that to some extent, or with what you expose yourself to being in the music industry? What would you say is Nashville's culture outside of getting hammered on Broadway?
Man, I say, because I've been, even before I lived there, I've been coming here since I was like 7. I say that I can agree with, you know, the fact the city did sell out to become, you know, a bigger city, and it did lose a lot of the soul of it, you know what I'm saying? And as far as like where it's going now, I feel like it's up to the people to keep that here, you know what I'm saying? But if the people don't come together to hang on what's left of it, then it's gonna be gone. Like it's gonna be whatever the wave is that's happening now, that's what it's gonna be. It's not gonna be what it was like as far as just a music city, and it's gonna be just like a tourist fucking city, and that's what it's becoming. And you know, honestly, to be 100% honest, my opinion, I don't feel like people gonna come together before that's gone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's gonna be a thing of the past.
I think this would be a great time to have a call to action of, if there's something about this city that you enjoy, that you want us to hold on to as a city, you've got to make it a priority to go out, spend money at that store, buy tickets at that venue. You have to do that, because I see people all the time that are complaining like, oh, this city, you know, this restaurant closed. It was a staple when we were in college. Right. It's like, when's the last time you've been there? Oh, it's been over a decade since you spent $1 there. Then can you get mad that it doesn't have enough money to keep going?
Man, I was thinking about that. I'm like, so if they doing the zoning and then they doing slick stuff like, okay, you can't party on the patio or no live music at a certain time. Like, so if they do that, the way they're able to drive them people out is because then they start losing, you know what I'm saying, revenue. But if you go to 5 clubs in one night and buy drinks at all them clubs, you're going to spend the extra amount of money. So what you could do is go to that spot and spend more money there, or the owner drives up the prices and you pay it and you don't complain about how much you spend to help keep them open, because you're going to spend it anyway if you move around. Yeah. You know, but everybody don't got that mindset. Everybody don't think like that. A lot of people like to just talk without no action, and that's the issue. So, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen.
It's such a slippery slope. I immediately got irritated as soon as he said, talking about the meetings and stuff, because, I mean, last week I think that pissed all of us off. I mean, there's hundreds of us that are.
Because I own a business right off of Buchanan. So, like, all of that was very relevant and, you know.
That shit is fucked up, bro. That shit is fucked up.
Yep.
Well, and I mean, we were having this conversation a couple days ago when it was going on, but to me, like, when they put the interstate in, they didn't tell anybody lived over in Jefferson Street or anything.
That's right.
And they just took it. They didn't invite anybody. And to me, you're doing the same shit. It's history repeating itself. And it's just like, when are we going to be done with this?
Yeah.
And I think there's whole other opinions that haven't become beliefs yet. That, like, there's people that want that property and shit. And, like, there's got to be something that we hold on to that's sacred to us. You know?
Yeah.
We still got deja vu.
The only go in, spend some money at deja vu, and it won't go nowhere.
They sold that shit too. They sold out for that.
Yeah.
The original deja vu shit was the shit. This new one is. It's been there for a minute now, but it ain't like the old one.
The old one was.
They got rid of what was Cabaret?
Yeah.
Goddamn. Then what was the other?
Well, there was Chrissy's Cabaret, and then there was Cabaret Royale.
Yeah. I don't know which one.
And there was a Crazy Horse.
Yeah, they got the Crazy
Anthony's
Horse.
Showplace was the one.
Anthony's was that one. It was like a nightclub where there happened to be strippers. It's kind of how it was. And then of course the ever beloved Brass Stables, but
yeah, we could talk about that, but I ain't trying to get punched in the face by a stripper again.
Okay, so my first exposure to you was the showcase, Street Flavor Spin That showcase. How did you find out about what Spin That, Street Flavor, Sunny P, all of that? How did you find out about it?
Man, Charlie P.
Chuck.
I got cool with Charlie P through just mutual friends, you know what I'm saying? Then they dropped the app, and then I seen Buck everybody posting, so I was like, shoot, let me get on this, you know what I'm saying? And then with Charlie P, we just built a relationship throughout the years. So he told me about the showcase that was finna happen. They was looking for a venue, so a friend of mine, Clint, he owned Vinyl Lounge.
Got it.
So like I plugged them in with them, you know what I'm saying, for the show and whatnot. And they started doing the little votes and whatnot. And so when they was doing the votes, I'm telling people like, hey man, vote for me. I sent you the link. I kept hearing them saying like, damn, I gotta download the app. God, and I was like, motherfucker, this shit free. Just download the shit. How much free shit I done gave you? Like, download the fucking app. So after a while, I was like, man, look, I ain't even gonna make the fucking top 10, but it is what it is, you know. Then I got the email saying I made the top 10, so I was like, all right, bet. So after that shit, I'm like, man, I'm finna win this shit. I need this fucking money. Like if I get first, that'd be great. If I get second, cool, whatever. But I at least need one of them top spots. But I want first, you know.
Well, you went on first though.
Yeah, I went second.
Or second.
Yeah.
That's one of that's hard.
Yeah.
To open a show like that.
Yeah. I was surprised, honestly. I thought I was going to be later, but it was like, shit, I had my game plan. And, you know.
So many good musicians, though.
And it's so different. Typically with like Songwriters Night, Showcase, it's very like similar comparing oranges to oranges. This was
the whole spectrum. But a good-ass night, I had a great time, you know. Heard some great music. And anytime we get to be around Sonny, the Godfather himself, it's like,
right, that's how he looked like the Godfather.
He is to us.
Glasses and everything.
Like, I feel like I'm just soaking up knowledge, you know. And it's the same thing with Charlie. I mean, we've literally been seeing Charlie since we was kids, and he was a kid. But I'm sure there's somebody out there that would, but I ain't never heard anybody say anything bad about Charlie.
Nah, he a real motherfucker. He a real one for real. Hell yeah. Like, I remember he called me. I had met him, and then I seen him a couple times. I ain't talked to him for like 2 years. And one day I got a call. What up, this is Tony Carpenter? And I'm like, yeah. This is Charlie P. I'm like, what up? Man, I heard that song. I got a song. I can't think of the name of the song right now. He was like, man, I heard that song. Man, that song hard. Man, look, I got you, man. Look, just know that song. I just wanted to reach out to you. I'm like, bet. I hung up and I'm like, sometimes for a person, especially an artist, a phone call, I'm just saying I see you, is you know what I'm saying? That's a lot. You don't know where a person at. Because honestly, with this music shit, like I have been in moments like, man, fuck this shit. And then I'll get out and run into some people. Man, keep going, yada, yada. And then it's like, I think we be under so much pressure as artists too. Like, I'll do some shit and I might not do nothing else for like another month, or I might just drop some content or something. It's like, damn, I got to get back on my shit. And I see people like, man, you killing it. Because I think the time frame for an artist and attention span is way shorter than the consumer. Mm-hmm. So for them, that shit you did, those 2 things you did in that month, for them, that's enough for a whole month. So when you really go hard, like it's crazy.
Well, it's like Whizzle right now. Like people, we consume it and take it in a different way, and then like there's a whole audience out there, let it cook and just let it ride. Same thing with Bree. It's like it seems like it's been a while, and this song's been going. Yeah. But we were fortunate enough to get on it early.
Man, I just can't wait for some of the shit I made to, you know what I'm saying, to take storm. And it's weird how everything worked. Man, you don't never know what song, because me and Wiz was starting the open mics together. Like we was at the Broken Spoken on Buchanan at Moguls and shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he got other songs. I like that song, but he got other songs that's super hard. And that song caught, and that's a newer song. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But to me, and I told him this plenty of times, as far as unique sounds, out of my peers, the people I know, you got me, him, other people good. I'm not throwing shot on nobody.
I know what you mean.
But as far as like unique motherfuckers, like I don't know nobody besides me and him. Like honestly, like like even back in the open mics, you had other people that was good, but you had people that stood out. You know what I'm saying?
And I appreciate you kind of unpromptly, like being unprompted and going into the fact of like sometimes you kind of go back and forth with music and your love and passion for it. And it always seems like it brings you back. But this is the Music City mindset. What is your mindset through some of those like darker periods, times of frustration that really like keep you from just actually pulling the trigger and like just kind of being done with music?
Shit, let's motherfucking just be all the way raw to keep me from actually pulling the trigger. Because a lot of people don't like to talk about this shit. Like, the shit that keeps me from being like, I done fought for this shit my whole life, and now I got suicidal thoughts, or, you know what I'm saying, jumping off the damn deep end. Outside of having, I got daughters, you know what I'm saying? But outside of that, really it's just, man, like I said before, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to, let's say outside of having the suicidal thoughts and all that shit, just being like, fuck it, I'm going to give up and just go, goddamn it, do something else and say, fuck this music. The main thing is, like, I looked at my mother, for one, because she was a singer, and just other people that I know personally that have been in this business and that didn't go as hard as they should, or they gave up. And it's like, I can see the light switch off, or, you know what I'm saying, the light flickering. Like, I can see the pain, the you know what I'm saying, like, just, it's just like tragedy. You can see it on them or in them. I don't give a fuck what they do. I don't care what nobody say about, man, I found something else that I like. That's cool. And fuck the age, all that. You got to do what the fuck is in you. So I don't want to be that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be looking up and now I'm 50 or whatever age and I'm like, damn, what if I just kept going? Like that little fucking shit where they show the dude is, it's like a ladder. I can't get exactly what it is, but he gives up, but he was just close. Or no, he's chipping away at the
digging
at the rock.
For the diamonds.
Yeah. And he was like this close, but he gave up. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna let that be me. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the rest of your days when you do that shit, it's almost like you already dead. You know what I'm saying? It's like you like the Walking Dead for the rest of your days. Like, I can see the pain in motherfuckers, and they can say what they want to say, but in my experience with the people I know I'm close to, I know how they feel inside. You know what I'm saying? It's not even, they got to look at me. They gotta look at me, the fact that I keep going. You know what I'm saying? And like shit, that's those people, you gotta still love them people, and they tell you, man, maybe you should do something else. But I ain't gonna let you put off what the fuck you didn't do on me, you know what I'm saying? Because you didn't do it, because you could have kept going, but you chose not to. So it's like, that shit makes you uncomfortable too, you know what I'm saying? Being around those people. And when you talk about the shit because you don't like, damn, boasting about it, that's gonna make them feel even more depressed. But yeah, looking at the people that, my bad, looking at the people, the light that's light switch off in motherfuckers, like that once had that light.
I feel you. I feel like there's a gut
powerful
feeling, and like you just hit the nail on the head because you try to explain it. You can't make nobody feel what you feel inside, but you know something inside. Same way you walked away from that wreck, you know you shouldn't have. You're like, there's a reason I'm here. I can't explain it to you, but I know what it is. And it's like, man, everybody that's been in the business, every musician out there needed to hear what you just said. Is keep pushing, keep going. It's that next song. It's that next thing. You know, people say all the time, lightning don't strike twice. You hear that? Well, I got a hell of a lot of lightning rods in the air. So, you know, we're going to catch one.
Yeah.
Well, for sure. And I appreciate you sharing that.
Absolutely.
I do feel like that's something that a lot of people are afraid to talk about. So I appreciate you sharing that.
We've all been there.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah.
I try to think about anybody that takes the time out of their day to sit on that couch, man, your family now. So whether this is to you, listeners, like, man, the world's not a better place without you, man. You got my number now. Call me, dude. For sure. What's next?
Man, shoot, February 24th, that's my birthday. I'm dropping my goddamn EP Redemption. You know what I'm saying? And to talk about jumping in different genres.
February what?
24th.
You a Pisces?
Yeah.
It's Pisces season coming, baby. Me too.
Are you a Pisces?
Yeah, March 1st.
Yeah. But no, I'm dropping my EP Redemption. And I've never written any music with a writer until this project. One of my guys hooked me up with a chick. Shout out to Tish Hyman. She out there in Cali. We wrote I wrote the songs, but we rewrote 2 songs on this project. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I feel like this would be like the best work I done put out. This is only my second project. I put out a bunch of songs, but I would just put out single.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's different. You're going to get the whole rock and B, and you would get like maybe 1 or 2 just solid straight country songs. But honestly, the shit I be thinking like it's just straight country. Motherfucker be like, what's that country and R&B? So it's like, whatever, motherfucker. Like, I threw all the soul in there.
It's
so
me.
Yeah, you know, but yeah, this would be a dope project. You know what I'm saying? I've been working on this shit for fucking years. Like, yeah, years.
Where's it at?
It's dropping February 24th.
Okay.
Yeah.
You throwing a party or something?
Man, that's another thing too. I've been procrastinating if I'm gonna do that or not, but I'm gonna do it. I just gotta figure out what venue I'm gonna do.
Let's throw a party.
Makes sense for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's make sure we're on the patio past 11.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But hell yeah, man. So shit, yeah, Redemption, February 24th. I got distribution with Empire. I did that like almost 2 years ago. But I'm gonna do this shit. I'm gonna just drop this shit 100% independent because my situation is different. Like my shit is just distribution. I could, if I wanted today, be like fuck that. And, you know.
Yeah.
But I
you
think
put it on all platforms when you do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on
assuming
all
it's going on
platforms.
Spin That.
Huh?
Assuming it's going on Spin That.
Man, I'm gonna put it on Spin That. So with Spin That,
Put it in DAT format so I can buy that.
I'm whatchamacallit. All the music I have there, I pulled down because I'm finna do this. So everything gonna be fresh. If you want to hear any old music, that's on the other platforms. But with that, I want people to just hear this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna drop it on Spin That, other platforms, everything. But you know, Spin That where you get the most money at. So yeah, I'm rebooting my whole little Spin That. But yeah, I dropped that shit Spin That. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody there, Charlie P, Sunny Paradise, goddamn it. That's a dope thing they doing. Shit, I made the most money I ever made it off Spin That. Hell, when they first dropped and I posted my music. I'm like, damn. Because look at this, like I got out of my streams that I got, like just throughout the years, I probably done hit like 100,000 or at least 80-something thousand, whatever. But shit, I got pennies off that shit. I ain't seen no real money from that shit. That shit is, you know, but
I think it's going to change the game. I really do.
Yep.
Especially coming off more money, you know, and artists getting paid for. We've sat down with Sonny. We've talked about it. Lots of back and forth text conversations with him and Blake, and probably on Sonny's nerves a little bit. We're just glad to be on Sonny's anything, but just the fact that everything else has gone up in price. Everything else, you can't eat a burger for under $10 anymore, and music is the only thing that hadn't. And why
Cheaper.
not? And it should be. It should be what it's worth. It's art. It's. There ain't a person on earth don't thrive on music, unless
And at
maybe
least
you're
just
dead.
having it as an option.
Yes.
Because like for the people that like might listen to your music but not really like fully rock with you, you know, get that half penny from them on Spotify or whatever.
Yeah.
But like to give people that really want to like get behind you and prove to you through action that we're behind you, and being able to actually put some money behind it, put money where the mouth is, and show that your music means something to me. So I'll be willing to like make sure you get paid for that. I think it's revolutionary.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when people are like, "Man, you wrote a song in a week," and you're like, "It took me a lifetime to write this song. Lifetime of living."
Yep.
Well, this has been a great episode. Tony Carpenter in the flesh.
Thank you
in
for
the
coming by.
studio.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah. Let's
Man.
follow up. Let's do something at the album release.
Anything
Man,
we can
yeah.
do to support you, and we say that to everybody, and you can ask anybody that's been on this couch, anything we can do, anywhere we can be to support, to promote, to help you, just give us a phone call and we're there. Part of the family now. If you liked what you saw today, first of all, download Spin That.
Download Spin That.
Spin That.
Go get you a drink, an ounce of hope. Get 16 of them so you can get the whole bow. They might even cut you a deal. But, man, thank y'all. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank you, Nashville Fit Magazine, voting us Best Local Podcast 2 years in a row. And for the love of Nashville, we'll see y'all next time.
For the love of Nashville, tune into the next episode.